Have you ever taken a photo that you love, but when you print it, it looks dull, crooked, or just not how you imagined? What if you could fix the lighting, straighten the horizon, blur a messy background, and even showcase your favorite photos on custom coasters, puzzles, and fridge magnets, all with a free tool you can use right in your computer's browser? Hello everyone, Jennifer Maker here. It's a beautiful day to learn how to turn your ordinary photos into beautiful print-ready masterpieces using nothing but free tools in Canva. In this tutorial, I'll show you step by step how to edit your photos so they look brighter, clearer, and more professional, even if you've never edited a photo in Canva before. We'll walk through the simple tools like SmartCrop, filters, black and white, and sepia effects, and ways to make your subject pop by focusing the eye right where you want it. We'll do everything with a free Canva account, and I'll show you exactly where to click so you don't get lost in the menus or overwhelmed by all the options. And once your photo looks amazing, I'll share ideas for turning it into real-life things like coasters, jigsaw puzzles, and fridge magnets using my other tutorials. And to make it all even easier, I put together a free photo editing reference guide PDF with my top 10 Canva photo editing techniques. And I'll show you how to get it in just a bit. So grab your favorite photo file and head to Canva with me. Once you're signed in, click the Create button. You can either use Canva's photo editor to tweak a single picture, or pop your photo onto a canvas and edit one or more images there. Just click the Edit button to open the same tools and follow along from here. I'll use the photo editor, but I'll point out any differences if you're editing on the canvas. Under Edit Your Photo, click Upload. Select your photo, then click Open. I love this photo of Greg and me, but it's not perfect. It's a little crooked and could be cropped more closely. The Select Area tool lets you pick what area of the photo you want to work on, but we'll get to that a little later. Keep it on All for now. If you're editing a photo on the canvas, just double-click it to open the Crop tool. All of the other tools we'll use in this part will still be in the Edit menu. Keep the selected area on All here too. Or in Canva's photo editor, just click Crop. Cropping lets you adjust the aspect ratio, or the shape of your photo, or the ratio between its width and height. I'll keep mine on freeform so I can adjust the width and height independently. If you're not sure what will look best, try the SmartCrop feature. Canva will rotate and crop the photo for a balanced preview inside the purple box. If it looks good, click Done to apply the changes to your photo. The doorway and sign still look a little crooked to me. If you don't like your SmartCrop result, go back into SmartCrop and click Reset to reject the changes. Now I'll show you how to crop your photo manually. I'll keep my aspect ratio on freeform again. Remember, your current preview is inside the purple box. You can rotate the image by dragging its slider to make sure more of your subject is visible. Use the corner or edge handles to redefine your crop if needed. Click Done to apply the changes. This looks better, but the colors feel a little flat, and it all could be brighter. So click Adjust, then try Auto Adjust, and the tool will automatically balance the photo's white balance, light, color, and other settings that affect how it looks. The automatic adjustments are a great start, but you can do more using the individual sliders. You can increase the contrast for a more dramatic look, raise the saturation to deepen the colors, or even change the whole mood with the temperature slider. Explore the settings and have fun. If you ever want to start fresh, click Reset Adjustments to go back to the original settings. Or instead of adjusting each setting one by one, you can also try ready-made looks using filters. Click the back arrow to go back to the main editor menu. By filters, scroll to see more or click See All. A filter is a preset adjustment that instantly changes your photo's overall look by tweaking things like color, brightness, and mood all at once. Try a few and see what you like. Some are subtle and others are kind of wild. Let's try something brighter but not too intense, like the Capri filter. Use the filter's slider to adjust the intensity, or how strongly or subtly it applies to your photo. I'll bring the intensity down just a little bit. I love how this looks, so let's move on to a few more fun photo glow-ups. I'll undo my changes to start fresh. We're still in filters, so scroll down to mono and pick any of the monochromatic filters to turn your photo black and white. Ink adds a softness with less contrasting gray values. Adjust the intensity for a softly desaturated photo or go to 100 for full black and white. To try another look, I'll undo my changes, then click the back arrow to see the main view. Under Effects, select Duotone, which applies one color to highlights and one color to shadows. Canva has a collection of coordinating color duos, or you can click Custom and create your own. You can go extra bold with fun colors or create an antique-looking effect by choosing Sepia. Adjust the intensity for a more subtle effect, or keep it at 100 if you like a bolder look. If you want to make even more adjustments to a filtered image, click the back arrow and select Adjust. Now, we can fine-tune the photo with the individual sliders. I'll adjust the brightness to make the photo a bit lighter, and raise the contrast to increase the difference between the lightest and darkest areas for more drama. The black slider controls how deep or soft your darkest areas look, so you get more contrast without changing the rest of your image as much. I just love the way this looks. These changes are so fun, but Canva has other tools that can completely change how your photo feels. First, I'll reset my settings, then click the Undo button to go back to my original cropped photo so we can take our editing in a different direction. Click the back arrow and under Effects, scroll to the right, then select Autofocus. This tool automatically keeps the foreground in focus, but adds a softened, blurred effect to the background. The focal point is the spot you want the viewer's eye to land first, the main subject you want to keep sharp. To adjust it, use the Focus Position slider. Solid purple areas stay sharp, the lighter purple softens, and the non-purple background gets blurred. To adjust how blurred the background appears, adjust the blur intensity. Let's try another way to make the foreground pop even more. Click Remove Autofocus to undo the changes, then click the back arrow, and click Adjust. Now we can use the Select Area feature from earlier. Scroll to the right and choose Foreground. Canva will make a guess, but it doesn't always get it perfect. If the right areas aren't highlighted in purple, click Deselect, then choose Brush, and paint over your subject. Under Light, use the slider to increase the foreground's brightness. Under Color, use the sliders to increase the foreground's vibrance, which gently brightens the quieter colors for a natural boost. Adjust the saturation to amp up all the colors at once for a bold, dramatic look. See how Greg and I really pop now? Now let's do another twist on this idea. I'll click Reset Adjustments to start with a clean slate, then click the back arrow and click Adjust. Under Select Area, choose Foreground. Under Light, whites adjust your selection's brightest areas, sharpening or softening highlights without heavily affecting the rest. I'll raise it a little to help the foreground pop against the background. Under Color, increase the saturation to make the subjects stand out even more. Now here's where it gets really fun. Under Select Area, choose Background this time, fine-tuning with the brush as needed. Under Color, decrease the saturation to -100 to make the background black and white. Click the arrow to go back to the photo editor's main menu. You can use these and similar tools to make exactly the image you want. Once you're finished, you can click the download icon to save it to your computer. Or you can click the Save button on the top right. Select the edited photo, then click Create Design to create a new canvas with your edited photo. If you edited your photo on your canvas, click Share and Download. For photographs, choose PNG if you want higher quality and don't mind a larger file. Use PDF print when you're placing photos into a print-ready layout, and use JPEG for sharing online because it's a smaller file size. Then click Download. Now you're ready to make so many projects with your beautiful image. There are lots of projects you can create using Canva's Print with Canva feature. Or dive into a few of my favorite projects from the blog using tutorials and related files in my free resource library. You can turn a special photo into a custom jigsaw puzzle at jennifermaker.com/646. Make gorgeous sublimation coasters with the tutorial from Project 543, Or turn your fridge into a little photo gallery using my fridge magnets tutorial in Project 396. I've got even more ideas on my blog, so just search for any ideas that come to mind. Isn't it amazing how a simple snapshot can turn into all of this? Once you know how to quickly crop, brighten, and refocus a photo in Canva, it stops being just a picture. It becomes a puzzle of a favorite memory, fridge magnets that make you smile every time you walk by, and so much more. All of that starts with spending a few minutes in Canva to make your photo look its best. And you can do it with nothing but a free account and that one picture you already love. Don't forget to grab your free photo editing reference guide from my resource library. It has all 10 of the Canva photo editing techniques that we use today, so you don't have to remember every slider setting and button. Just look for Design 797. And I would love to see what you make with your edited photos. Share your photo crafts with me in our group over at jennifermaker.com/Canva creators. And if you're ready to level up your photo editing magic using apps and Canva's built-in tools, I think you're going to love my Canva Coach Playbook. It's packed with clear, click-by-click visuals that help you create with confidence. You can get more info at jennifermaker.com/Canva Coach. Now remember, you don't need fancy software or a photography degree to make your photos look amazing. Just a few Canva tools and the courage to click around and play. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.